Are you by yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. Here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chad Greenway in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so much. What can the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sandejo. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Knock your ass off.
6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater.
At the pitch.
Up there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down.
Good job.
Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
That sure would have been a touchdown.
Defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Osweiler going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On 2nd down, here's Miller. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And his throw here's incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And it goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Into the 2nd quarter, I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the 1st down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And Charles Diggs looked pretty good week 3 of the preseason. All 5 targets that came his way, he caught them for 71 yards.
He was known as a steal last year because they got him later in the draft. Now he's just one of their better players. He may be the #1 receiver. Depends on how Laquan Treadwell comes along, but it doesn't really matter for them. A big-time target for Teddy Bridgewater, and that'll take the pressure off the running game for Adrian Peterson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. When you find Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Bridgewater now on second down. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about
First
that
down.
later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Peterson over the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Down at the 22 here. 9 Higgins is the pick up here. Now it's 2nd and goal.
He's becoming like a bodybuilder guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to run up and tackle him.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pick pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans are going to stop
this the whole first half, nigga.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Do this shit. You want to scope. Fuck all that.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Osweiler completes this one to Cecil Shorts. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Osweiler.
Brandon, so many times we see the clock.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes. Left side. It's a full-out score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the football, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see the defense rallies when it's a fumble return where everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra timeout for Walsh. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Osweiler. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have hit half-times. 2 quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he... a yard or two shy of the 30. Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 38 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. What did not learn in our time in this game? Yes, the offense to get credit for big plays to occur. Wide receivers have to walk the ball down the field. Without a doubt, you need that difference maker.
So we have the touchdown now. Here's Jared Welch to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a good game. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that one game.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. It's up to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, he does.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully.
Yeah. He look like him.
Yards picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. They're levered way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run. And they pick up the first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an offside line. They'll run it again with Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Lamar Miller, only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Miller, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, remember, they could get the first down without getting the touchdown. And he's able to fight all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Man, y'all let this pussy nigga do all these catches. I can't get in the end zone.
Success. Talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
This defense, they met pretty much every... And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans cut into that lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up
my first time playing with him.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
Listen to Tonto at
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Lamar Miller and Brock Osweiler.
And down come the Vikings. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he'll slip
say,
his way up
JJ.
across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And Rudolph has it left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
You big slow motherfucker.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. Here's a give to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down and 5. To throw is Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Throwing, Osweiler, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Osweiler's going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, I keep thinking to myself as, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Bridgewater to give. This is Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Peterson alone in the backfield. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to... And now the Texans want to call another timeout. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run again with Peterson. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A lot of times, as AP goes, so goes the team. He's done well. The team's done well.
And usually when he does that well, other people do in addition. Because now you can open up other things in your offense. But the bottom line is, he is option number 1, and that's usually their best option. Just absolutely can brutalize a defense.
it to Peterson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.
Bitch ass shit.
Certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent.
Yeah, bitch, you won. You playing scared of the motherfucker.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play. Win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
Y'all defense shits. Do I want to play Madden again? Do I want to play Madden again? Do I want to play Madden again? I hate to continue playing after a loss. I get emotional. So I take a break after a loss. So that's what the fuck I'm going to do.